guys, welcome back to this place. If you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I am Carmen, and today I am being joined by River and Samuel, and apparently they want to watch Dark, so who am I to deprive them? Uh, Hopefully, they do not jump in front of the TV and block the subtitles. Oh, also, this is season 3, episode 3, and I did see the title, which leads me to believe that my Adam and Eve predictions are correct, but this is also dark, so I could be way off base. Like, I could be not even on the field, basically. So, I am excited to find out. This season has thrown so much more stuff at us, and I am very excited and apprehensive to see what happens next. So, the world ends in Marta's world in 3 days. Something changed because Marta never came to Jonas, at least like the middle Jonas with the beard that's in 1888. He's like so confused by her. So to me, that indicates that the timeline has changed, like something has shifted, because otherwise he would know, like he has all the times before. We have Katerina and Ulrich trying to escape. We have Trant being Regina's dad, possibly, and also he killed her. And also, if that's true, then Jonas is also related to Claudia. Kind of, like, not blood related, but like... No. Yeah, he is. No. No, he's not. But it continues the everyone's related cycle. And then we still don't know who the guys with the lip scars are. We don't know who, like, what they want. Charlotte lives. The old man with Sic Mundus Creatus Est in 1888. Marta's dream of flashes of, like, bloody things and somebody dying, maybe. And then Yana's bracelet, which is the snake eating itself. There's just a lot. Let me stop rambling and let's find out what happens on this episode and see if I can piece anything together. Probably not.
Ein Faden, rot wie Blut, der unser aller Tun verbindet.
Okay. Who are you? Ariadne.
Es war das Lieblingsstück deiner Mutter.
Yeah, it's the play.
Sie wäre heute Abend sicher
That's the old man.
Begleitung eines so vornehmen jungen Mannes.
That's the Oh.
Warum sterben wir?
Where did he...
Die Toten sind niemals ganz tot. Sie sind vielleicht nicht hier und jetzt. Aber alles, was gelebt hat, lebt auf ewig fort. In der Unendlichkeit der Zeit.
Okay. How did he get that? Like, I thought Noah gave that to Charlotte. Is it the guy with the scar?
Wer ist da?
Is it him?
Wer sind Sie?
Wer Augen hat zu sehen und Ohren zu hören, überzeugt sich, dass die Sterblichen kein Geheimnis verbergen können.
It is him.
Denn
Why is he
was
here?
Lippen schweigen, wer schwätzt mit den Fingerspitzen. Aus allen Poren dringt ihm der Verrat.
Ich verstehe nicht.
Oh doch, das tun sie. Sie fahren in die Stadt, um ein Telegramm aufzusetzen. Weil sie der Welt von uns erzählen wollen. Oder nicht?
Wait, what?
Sie sind einer von ihnen.
Whatever.
Reisender.
Oh.
All die Jahre haben sie meinen Vater für verrückt erklärt. jetzt sind sie hier.
Is he after them?
Was wir wissen, ist ein Tropfen. Was wir nicht wissen,
Is an ocean?
ein Ozean.
I mean, it was obvious. I really don't like when this man garrots people. I mean, maybe that's a very obvious statement. It makes me very uncomfortable. That poor old man, though. Does that mean that that guy is after Jonas and them? Oh, here's the Adam and Eve thing. Adam and Eva.
Was ist das hier? Eine Kopie meiner Welt?
I think it's more like an alternate universe. Maybe I'm wrong.
Erinnerst du dich, was du zu mir gesagt hast?
Which thing he said?
Unter der Brücke. Das Licht. Der Wald. Du. Ich.
Ein Fehler in der Matrix. Warum bin ich hier?
Du und ich. Adam und Eva. Das ist es, was wir sind. Ein Fehler in der Matrix.
How are... I don't understand, though.
Du willst wissen, warum du hier bist. Um sie zu retten. Deine Welt
Okay. And hers.
und meine.
How? How exactly are y'all gonna do that?
Das sind seine Sachen. Das sind Mats Sachen. Jemand hat das alles aufgehoben und dann dem Jungen den Bunker angezogen. 33 Jahre später.
Wow. Not
Glaubst du, es ist
exactly.
derselbe Täter? Dass das alles zusammenhängt?
Well, how do you think it
Mats, Eva,
got there?
Junge und Bunker.
The boy is Matt.
Weißt du, warum ich zur Polizei gegangen bin?
To solve your brother's murder, disappearance.
Als mein Bruder verschwunden ist. Da haben die hier so ziemlich jeden Fehler gemacht, den man sich vorstellen kann.
He
Der
said
Ermittler war ein versoffener Vollidiot.
he said the same thing in
Ich?
Jonas's world.
Ich habe mir geschworen, dass ich das alles anders mache. Dass ich das alles richtig mache hier. Das war vor 33 Jahren. Ich habe meine Ehe zerstört. Und jetzt betrüge ich die Frau, mit der ich meine Frau betrogen habe.
Yeah, you have a pattern. It's good that you're recognizing it, I guess.
Ich kann das nicht mehr.
I think that Charlotte will react not as psychotically as Hannah did.
Sag ihm, wer Martha
Wirklich getötet hat.
He's got you there.
Sag es ihm!
Oh, okay.
Sag ihm, wer das wirklich ist!
Are the guys with the scars gonna come? Because y'all should watch out for that.
Ist es! Ist Adam! Ist Adam!
He's not lying.
Hast du dich in all dem nie gefragt, warum du sie nicht loslassen kannst?
I mean, I wondered why he can't, but
Du weißt, dass ihr unmöglich seid. Und trotzdem kannst du sie nicht gehen lassen. Ein unsichtbares Band, das euch auf ewig bindet.
an invisible string.
Adam hat versucht, es zu trennen. Aber das ist unmöglich.
Okay.
Du hast ihn mir gegeben.
Mhm, he did. Not yet.
Du und ich. Schwarz und weiß. Licht und Schatten. Wir
Oh,
sind auf ewig aneinander gebunden. Diesen
interesting.
sich endlos wiederholenden
So
Déjà-vu.
is he light and she's shadow?
Was soll das alles hier? Was willst du?
Yeah.
Warum sagst du mir nicht einfach, warum ich wirklich hier bin?
Du hast gesehen, was du tun wirst. Was Adam tun wird.
Uh-huh.
Wenn du willst, dass deine Martha lebt, dann musst du dich für die Seite des Lichts entscheiden.
Okay.
Und du musst mich zu dem machen, was ich heute bin.
How?
Ich muss. Ich will überhaupt gar nichts mehr müssen. Ich hab die Schnauze voll davon, immer irgendwas zu müssen.
Understandable.
Dann frag dich, was du willst. Willst du, dass sie lebt? Deine Martha.
How does he make her who she is? Does he make her dark? This is like a whole idea of like good and evil have to exist for balance thing.
Was ist da wirklich passiert im Bunker?
A portal opened up and a dead body came through and landed on the floor.
Und dann war da dieses Licht. Und dann ist dieser Körper runtergefallen.
Habt ihr was genommen?
No.
Was?
He thinks that she was on drugs. I mean,
Hat Kilian euch was gegeben?
it's kind of a fair question, really.
Du siehst so anders aus. Warst du beim Friseur? Nein?
Is this like when Katarina smelled her and then smelled Ulrich?
Es ist schön, dich zu sehen.
I would not trust her. She could do something real weird, Charlotte.
Du musst ihr zeigen, wie alles zusammenhängt. Dir bleibt nicht viel Zeit.
Is she talking
Sie
about her?
muss ihre Zukunft sehen, um zu verstehen, was getan werden muss.
She's talking about herself. Past her.
Sie wird dir folgen. Sie ist an dein Schicksal gebunden. Genauso wie du an ihres.
Does this mean that at some point he has to choose between like that Marta and his Marta, and then he chooses his Marta? Because that's kind of what it seems like. Maybe he has to make that choice for her to become who she becomes.
Dieser Brief. Ich habe den nicht geschrieben.
Okay.
Das musst du mir glauben.
What does the letter say?
Was ist das?
Der Vater vom alten Tannhaus. Er hat versucht, jemanden von den Toten zurückzuholen. Seine Frau. Er hat fest daran geglaubt, dass die Möglichkeit, durch die Zeit zu reisen, die Erlösung der Welt bedeutet.
Okay, so that's why he wanted time travel.
Jeder Fehler kann verhindert werden, bevor er überhaupt entsteht. Los bringt keine Erlösung. Nur Verdammnis.
Sie sind alle tot. In meiner Welt. Wie kann ich aufhören zu hoffen, dass ich es ändern kann?
he wanted to change it too.
Ich weiß, du denkst, du kannst mir nicht trauen. Ich will dir beweisen, dass du es kannst.
How? Ma'am?
Damit bist du gereist.
Das ist die letzte, die ich habe. Sie ist der einzige Weg für mich, um wieder zurückzukommen.
She put a lot of trust in him. I hope he doesn't betray her. I just worry he might. Who is gonna come talk to Marta? Who is it? Wait. They're working for her? Why?
Wird nie verstehen.
Understand
Dass
what?
wir den Knoten erhalten müssen. Dass seine Martha sterben muss. Damit alle anderen leben.
You can't trust nobody in this fucking show. Okay, 2 keys. Those are the keys to the power plant?
Der Anfang
And the end?
und das Ende.
Who is that? Would love to know. Also, I'm gonna need Jonas to stop trusting literally anybody, because it just doesn't work out for him. Literally ever. Literally, like himself.
Ruf mich an, okay?
Oh no, is Hannah gonna kill her? Like, Hannah is, we cannot trust that woman. She scares me. She should scare you too. She's got a tiny bit of red string. Oh, is it the coin necklace thing? It is. I wonder what happens to Helgi in this world. Like that, but like I wonder if that's Ulrich or something else again.
Es muss schwer für euch sein.
Okay, she goes to him again. Does she have blackmail material still? I would like to blackmail you real quick. Do you have a minute?
Ich möchte dir ein Geschäft vorschlagen.
Let me guess. You want him to ruin Ulrich's life?
Ich will, dass du Charlotte fertig machst.
Oh, destroy Charlotte this time. Okay.
Ich will, dass sie alles verliert. Alles.
Hannah. You don't fail to disappoint. If my expectations of you, which are like on the ground, like below the ground.
Sie haben mir sehr geholfen.
I don't know if that's the same person, but wow, I think it is. They look so different. Oh, no, almost did not recognize them.
Das ist Helges. Den habe ich im Bunker gefunden.
Das kann nicht sein, der war die ganze Nacht bei uns. Helge. Er ist bei der Polizei.
He confessed.
Er hat ein Geständnis abgelegt.
I was right. I was joking. Was he involved in this world too? Where's Noah?
Ich habe ihn getötet.
Wen? Mats?
Woher hast du seine Sachen?
Was hast du mit Mats gemacht? Was hast du mit ihm gemacht?
Du lebst.
Was?
Du bist es gewesen. Hast du nicht gewesen?
Er ist es gewesen.
Lass mich.
Well,
Er war's.
Was redest du da?
Er war's.
what does that mean? But what did you say? Is it because he hurt him when he was a kid in this world too?
Ich kann es dir zeigen. Wie alles zusammenhängt.
How? How can he show her? Is it gonna create the... Oh, and I went back in though. He didn't figure out how to do it yet correctly.
Wo ist Martha?
What? What do you mean? Where did she go? She had more. She lied. Why? Let there be light. Okay. Marta's future world. Is she gonna meet Adam?
Du hast es ihm gegeben.
It is Adam. But why?
Ich war schon immer zu leichtgläubig.
Well, yeah, I agree with you there. Why? So he could create that? Or learn how to create it? I don't understand why Marta is working with Adam. And why does Jonas just listen to everybody who tells him anything? You'd think he would learn by now. That literally trust no one. He needs to take a page from Mulder's book. He's clearly never seen X-Files. What is this?
Wo sind wir?
Yeah.
Wie hast du das gemacht?
This
Ich
must
hab
be
gesagt, dass ich dich hierher bringen soll.
the future.
Dass sie es dir erklärt.
Wer?
You.
Wer ist das?
I think you. Oh, it is her. She has a scar.
Willkommen in der Zukunft.
We've never seen Middle Marta before. I have a lot of questions. Like, when did, like, is this where Adam, like, in the last scene we saw with him, is that where Adam went after he killed Marta? And, like, now he's working with the other Marta. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, why is Marta sending the guys with the scars on their lips to kill people? Why is she sending Jonas to ensure that things stay the same, but lying to him? Why is Jonas, sweet, innocent, naive little Jonas, once again trusting someone from the future? Like, she literally tells him, you're too trusting. And then he's like, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna trust you. I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to be so confused, or if, like, maybe I'm just not smart enough to follow what's happening. But yeah, I wish I understood Adam and Eva. Like, I wish I understood their motivation. Like, why? Like, I understand Jonas, the youngest one. I even understand the middle Jonas, I think, for the most part. But, like, when he goes to Adam, I'm like, dude, what? And then also, like, how is the blind man townhouse and his dad and the pocket watch that said for Charlotte, like, how are they connected to everyone we know now? Because they clearly have to be in some way. I mean, it's not a coincidence that they exist, and then a townhouse is who Noah and Elizabeth give Charlotte to, and then her name is Charlotte. You know, like, it doesn't make sense that is a coincidence. I do wonder, like, I said a little bit during the episode, I wonder if the idea that they're going with the idea of light and shadow, which we've heard before with Claudia, is this idea that good and evil have to exist, right? Like, both. There has to be both in the world for balance to the universe. And so if she is dark, then she needs Jonas to be light. But it's like, did Eva send Jonas to get Marta, who later becomes the Marta that went to 1888 to talk to Jonas, to answer to Adam? Like, are Adam and Eva working together or not? And if so, at what point? Because it kind of seems like Adam is still orchestrating things, but then what is Eva doing? And what is, like, her motivation? Like, is her motivation to save the people of in her world? Because that was Adam's initial motivation, but then it wasn't. And how do the guys with the scars on their lips factor into this? And how come every time, like, there's, like, a character like Adam or Eva, and then little Jonas walks in, and words happen, and then he leaves to do whatever that person says, and then somebody else comes in and it's like, maybe you should have told him what you were actually getting him to do. You know, like, it's one of those things, like, okay, it's only happened twice, but it's weird that it's happened twice. you know? Like, and I still don't know the beginning. I still don't understand how it started. And it's interesting because the time travel in this world, it doesn't say Sic Mundus Creatus Est, which is thus the world was created or whatever. It says Erit Lux, maybe, which is let there be light, which is interesting because it almost seems like maybe Marta's world is first. I don't know if there's a first or a second, but you know, it would make sense like let there be light and thus the world was created, right? You see what I'm saying? Like that chain of events makes sense to me. So maybe it's also just interesting to see all of the sort of differences in the worlds. Like, you know, Hannah is gonna want to ruin someone's life because, you know, that's kind of just her MO. Like, she's never happy unless she's making someone else miserable, kind of, right? It's like she can't just take a win, which, sure, Ulrich is cheating on her, but, like, again, like, this is kind of a pattern of behavior with him. Like, he cheated on his wife with you. Might assume he might cheat on you with someone else once you're his wife, because he's done that before, you know. I don't know. Ulrich's done it. Trant's done it. It's like runs in the family. I mean, I'm not saying that that's a good thing or that I agree with it. I'm just saying, I don't know. Hannah is like, you want her to do better, but I just don't know if it's in her character to make a better choice, you know? Of course, this time she wants to ruin Charlotte's life, not Ulrich. I guess, maybe because they're having a baby. I don't know. It's also interesting, like, to see, like, the hug happen again, right? Because the hug happened before, and it was Katerina smelling Ulrich on Hannah, and now it's happening this time, and it's Hannah smelling Ulrich on Charlotte. So I'm also curious, like, is Ulrich the one who hurt Helgi again? Like, does he go through the cave? Like, how different are the chain of events in this world? Because Hannah still blackmailed Alexander. They're still, like, things are similar but different, right? It's like same but different sort of thing. I still think it's worth pointing out, in both worlds, this yellow jacket is like like yellow in general, the color is very recurring and dark, and I'm not sure like what it signifies exactly, but clearly it signifies something. And the yellow jacket in particular, both Jonas and now Marta are sort of wearing the yellow jacket as they investigate, and I just think that that's worth noting. I also think it's interesting that Marta said everything repeats for eternity. Like, obviously some of what she's telling Jonas is just to get him to do what she wants while, like, leaving out the full truth. But I also think that there's, like, almost a resignation of the fact that everything repeats for her. I could just be reading into this. She said, you can't let go of the past. You'll always choose your Marta. And I don't think she was lying there, because she also told the guys with the scar later, like, he can't let go of this idea that he can change, I guess, like, change the way things are, but we need things to be tied together. Like, he wants to break it and we need to keep the knot going. But, like, I still don't understand why, and I don't understand why no one can just be honest with Jonas. Yeah. And I don't understand why he just keeps trusting people either. Like, he he needs to, like, be distrustful. Like, I don't know. I guess I can understand, like, excuse me, maybe the first time, but every time after that, it's like, Jonas, stop. 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 Just stop trusting people. Stop it. Stop. Like, I feel like it would be much easier for me to be much less trusting of everyone. I can understand a little bit better when it's like he's trusting himself, right? Because future you comes, tells you something, you would be like, okay, I want to trust you because that's me. Random person from another universe, like, not random, but like, I think that Jonas should, like, stop, take a minute, be like, what does this person have to gain by telling me the truth? What do they have to gain by lying to me? Is there a possibility that they have more to gain by lying to me and using me and manipulating me to get what they want? And if the answer is yes, sit on it for a minute, you know? Just think it over. Just maybe don't do what they say. I mean, I don't really know what other choice he has at this point because he was taken from his world, which was about to end, to another world. He has no device with which to... Well, he must now. Maybe she gave him a device. I don't know. But he initially had, like, no way to travel, no way to get... Like, and even so, if he can travel in this world, he's still not in his world, right? So he could just be using this as, like, a means to an end, maybe. I don't know. I'm still curious, like, what not Marta. I was going to rewatch it, but I don't think I will. I don't think it's going to provide me with any answers. But, like, I'm just curious as to what Marta's, Eva's motivation is, you know? I'm trying to think of anything else I have to say. Like, how does Marta start working with Adam? Don't know. Is this the same Adam? I mean, there is no Jonas in this world, so it has to be Adam. And also it seems like Marta is back in Jonas's world, not her world. So I wish I knew anyone's motivation. Like, I wish I understood better anyone's motivation. Like, Adam and Eva in particular. Claudia, like, what? Like, how does Claudia tie into all this? Is she being used by Marta? I don't know. I don't know. Also, why did Marta lie to the middle Jonas in 1888, right? Like, what was the purpose? Like, obviously, Adam told her to do what she did, but I assume that the reason that she gave him the ball was so that he could create that thing in the first place, so that later, when everything happens, it's there. Like, that's probably, like, the initiating event of that. I'm not sure what it's called, but the black ball, right? That's probably how that started in 1888, and then way later in, like, 2020 is when it explodes and then ends the world, right? So Adam had her place it there by earning Jonas's trust. Although, why did Adam not have her just pretend to be Jonas's Marta? You know? Like, why did he let him be honest with her? And did Jonas forget, or did that not happen yet to him because things have changed? Or not yet, but didn't happen to him because things have changed. Well, I think that episode gave me a lot more questions and maybe a couple more answers, but really the answers just led to even more questions. So also not really answers. But as always, I'm excited to see the next one. If you guys are also excited to see the next one, you can right now over on Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube. And you can also watch my entire full-length reaction to this episode and every episode thus far of Dark. That is over on Patreon as well. And that will be linked in the description down below. So if you're interested, go ahead and check that out. There might be more cute cats over there too. You know, who knows? There are. Yeah. Oh, wait. What you dreaming? Sam's having a dream that he's attacking something. I'm sorry, I woke you up. Anyway, I hope to see you guys next time for more Dark, where we get hopefully some answers and probably so many more questions. I honestly can't wait. Until next time. Bye, guys. I'm just throwing cat hair all around. That's your hair. Oh, you're doing a little stretch. A little cutie.